Hello there, so welcome back. Today, although if somebody's recording on the same day obviously, but you'll be receiving this on a different day, I want to talk about vision boards. Now, if you've heard, most people have heard of vision boards. If you've seen things like The Secret or self-development programs, they talk about vision boards, or dream boards as they call them as well. Now, dream boards are fantastic. Now, ultimately, I'll tell you what they are. They're ultimately a collection of images that you have in front of you and you look at every day of the type of things that you wish to desire. So it could be, for example, if I think of my one, which is my business vision board, it's more materialistic because it's the type of things I like to achieve, but it could be things like the ideal house. It could be things about the type of relationship we want to be in. It could be the type of things we want to succeed in. Maybe it could be a job role at work, like a director, or how much turnover we want to give our business. It could be absolutely anything, even the type of clothes or the type of holidays that you'd like to have. And it's ultimately a collection where what you can do is you can go online or you can look in magazines, see all the things you want, you cut them out, and then you ultimately paste them on a piece of paper or a bit of board, and that means you have a collection of all your desires, all your wishes in one place. Now, the reason why vision boards are great are because it's keeping it fresh in your mind. We know that wherever our attention goes, energy flows. So every time you think of the type of things that you want, when you wake up in the morning and you see the type of things you want to go for, it puts you in a motivated state and it gets your unconscious mind to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. So once again, the whole process is about retraining your mind. Now, to make it a little bit different, what I do in mine, so I just like to go that bit further with many things. I've also got a screensaver on my computer. So every time I'm on my computer, which is pretty much every day, I see all my desires in the one place. Whether it be materialistic, whether it be spiritual, whether it be health, whether it be relationships, whether it be career. It's all in the one place. And if you go on my Reclaim Your Destiny seminar, I actually show you mine. And it really empowers you. So every time you go onto the laptop or every time you look at your board, you think, there's what I'm working toward. But I'm going to tell you something which is a missing, you could say a missing link to it. Something which people forget about. And it's quite simply this, to do something about it, right? You can just keep looking at it and not do anything. It's not going to just magically just come into your reality. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about doing something. So, vision boards are absolutely amazing for keeping you aligned and on track of where you're going and focusing on what you want. However, you've got to do something about it. You've got to take action. You've got to be able to do something that will get you that bit closer to where you want to be. So here's my tip for you. First of all, we get a vision board. Think of all the things that you'd like to achieve. The type of materialistic things you may want. Maybe the ideal relationship. Maybe the ideal business situation, whether it be financially, whether it be health. Maybe you get a picture of the body that you'd like to have and you cut out your head on a piece of paper and you put it on top of it. So that means you begin to see how you'll look having achieved that ideal body. Maybe, for example, when I started doing this, I put a book of mine I wanted to write. I ultimately got someone else's book offline and they just changed the name and the title. So it looked like it's my published book, and now I do have my book online. So it really is very powerful, but ultimately you get all the type of things that you want to have, the type of things you'd like to achieve, your dreams, your visions, and then put them into the one place, and you frequently look at it. But as I said, the missing thing is to do something about it. So every time you're looking at this, then I want you to think about, what 5 things can I do today which will get me that bit closer to where I want to go? That means we're doing 5 consistent or different actions to achieve it. So it's not about just wishful thinking. You're going to be a go-getter. You're going to be able to achieve these things and really go for it exactly the way you want to. I mean, if you remember my Keys to Success video, I talk about taking action. That is the missing thing from The Secret, I think, the law of attraction. It's about taking action. And on the Keys to Success video, I say about taking massive action. So these 5 steps you're doing consistently, if you just do the maths with that, the amount of actions you'll be doing every day over the week, over the month, over the years, you're going to just be able to get wonderful, profound results in manifesting your vision board into reality. So you're ultimately taking massive action. But to double up with that, you take inspired action. You do the things that you love. You do the things which motivate you. I don't want you to do things which you think about and think, oh, I just feel so crap about doing that. I feel demotivated about doing it. If that's the case, don't do it. I really don't want you to do the things you don't want to do. Think about things which inspire you, that make you feel good to get that goal or outcome. And then if you consistently do those 5 things while frequently looking at your vision board, we're now not only having the thoughts and feelings, but we're also having the behaviours and the actions to produce the results. So those thoughts create those feelings with a desired, if we kind of add taking action, and that will create the behaviours. To me, that's where we're going to get our success from. So the tip is really, create a vision board, whether it be in your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, or maybe a joint one for all of them. And you wake up in the morning, you look at that, you think about all the wonderful things you're grateful for and exactly where you're going with this vision board. And then come up with 5 things you can do today that if you took action on it and you enjoyed doing it, will allow you to feel good in actually attaining your desires and your dreams. Now, to me, this has been hugely successful for me. If I look at my vision board now, a lot of them actually have been done, and freakishly so as well. I remember one of them, it was me doing a talk in this kind of auditorium, and only about a year ago did it exactly happen in the exact same way I wanted it. Even things like the media, I wanted to be more in the media, and I put it on the vision board, and I went on ITV, the Daily Mail. I'm not just saying that to big myself up, but I'm saying that you can do this. It doesn't have to be about media, it doesn't have to be about work, it might be about your health, your relationship. But trust me, it works, because it keeps you aligned and congruent in achieving your goal. And more importantly, you're focusing on where you're going and what you want, rather than things that you don't want. So I hope you enjoyed that tip on the vision board and taking action to achieve it. And in the next video, we're going to uncover and explore some wonderful more processes and tips for you. So thank you.